University's Biscayne Bay campus and the Chaplin School of Hospitality and hotel management or
Correct,
something
yeah,
like
hotel
that. Yeah,
management,
so anyway,
Tourism.
so tourism, exactly. Anyway, we are here, this is the stage for the American Fine Wine Competition. And you've seen me cover this many years if you've been watching me on Facebook. This is one of my jams. I love the American Fine Wine Competition. It is such a great place to go and learn about wines that are from America, which is really cool. You know, there's France and there's Europe, but America's where it's at. So I have got Chris C. Carter here, and I have Wendy. Wendy, what's your last name?
Wendy Shore, rhymes with
Oh,
entrepreneur.
sorry, Wendy Shore, and we're gonna do kind of a double duty interview. So Chris is gonna be filming it, and so am I, because Wendy's gonna tell us all about the American Fine Wine Competition. Take it away, Wendy.
Okay, hold on.
We'll let Chris start, okay.
Yeah,
So,
ready? 3. Hi, everybody. Chris C. Carter here, and I'm at the American Fine Wine Competition, and I'm sitting here with one of my great friends, Wendy. I've been here many years doing this competition, and we kept saying we're going to get to talk to each other, but finally get to do it today. And I'm going to do a bigger one with you back in your place. But you've been a part of this for a long time. Could you tell everybody what it's really about and why you're here and everything?
Oh, absolutely. So I have been a judge for the American Fine Wine Competition. I think it's been going on for 18 years, and I've been a judge for 15 of those years. And before I was a judge, I actually worked in the back room, and the back room is where the magic happens. So that's where all the wines are organized, and they come out in flights, so we don't know what we're tasting, we know the varietal that we're tasting. And as a certified somm and a CSW, I get to value the wines and see what is really special. So we get to taste these wines, we evaluate them based on their production, whether they're high-end, whether they're in the right taste for their varietal. And the wines are incredible. First of all, let me just tell you, it's invitational only. So wineries cannot just send wines here to the American Fine Wine Competition.
The best.
They're handpicked and they're invited. And so we're really the best of the best that America has to offer. And I have here my glass of Cabernet. I'm not going to tell you who the producer is, but I will tell you that it's a double gold, and we judge this. So the Cabernets are showing spectacular this year. We've had double gold Shiraz, Petit Shiraz, Viognier. The Viognier flight was spectacular, and I'm just looking forward to everything else that we're going to be able to taste. Then let me tell you what happens.
What happens?
We get to put these wines out for the general public to taste.
Oh, yes.
So Sherry does this special event called 1,000 Bottles, and
Tonight.
it's tonight,
Tonight,
and
yes.
it raises money. Every year she raised money for charity.
Get your
And
tickets.
2 years ago, we lost her husband Joel, and
Yes.
so here at FIU,
Mhm.
at the Chapman School of Hospitality, there's a scholarship for students who want to major in restaurant and hotel management. And this event that she puts on raises money for that scholarship. So
Very important.
not only do you taste great wines,
And you get great wine, and you get to come out and meet with some of America's best somms. Sommeliers, like I don't say it better in French, I say it somms for short. But let me tell you
say
something.
some.
I was talking to a young man named JR who's been helping me on the film crew, and he wanted to know how hard it is to be a somm. Tell him what you got to do to be a somm.
There's a lot of work involved. There's a lot of tasting. So first of all, you have to love wine. But there's a lot of tasting. So you can be a somm, certified sommelier. You can go through WSET, which is the my mind's blowing me. The Something Education Trust,
Yeah.
right? Or you can be a CSW. So I actually have my WSET level 2, my certified sommelier, and I'm a CSW.
She's a big wig, I'm telling you. She knows who's
Well,
talking.
because it's different education. It's
Right.
about how do you taste wine. So in its basic form, it's how do you taste wine? Are there faults in the wine? What is the expression of the wine? So a Merlot has certain notes and certain acidity level, certain tannin level, which is different than a Cabernet, which is obviously different than a Pinot Noir. So is the wine the proper expression of wine? Is it well balanced? Is there a long finish? So we're evaluating how the winemaker is making the wine and if they are putting the proper expression of the grape into the bottle. And so that takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of practice. The more you practice smelling the wine, the more you can take the aromas that you're smelling, right? So when I first started, I liked really good wine, but I didn't know why.
That's me.
Yes.
I'm the average American. We like wines, we don't know why, but they know why.
But it's great to learn wine,
Right.
right? Even if it's you just take a basic class, just, obviously if it's not your profession, just the
Right.
basic classes, it's gonna say, okay, here's what you're smelling, here's why this wine is really good, or sometimes if you find a faulty wine, why? If it smells like, for example, musty sponge, the problem is not with the winemaker, but cork is a natural, it comes from the cork tree. So sometimes you get a wine that's corked and you get what's called TCA in the wine and it smells musty.
Mhm.
Nothing that the winemaker could have done about it.
Right.
It's just because there was a problem with the cork, which then spoils the wine. So there's so many nuances and so many different things that you learn along the way.
It takes time. You have to have they say having a great nose to smell the wine. You guys lift it up and look for like color or whatever when you're looking at it?
Yes, so sometimes we'll look at the color and we'll make sure that it is the color that the wine is supposed to be. You'll find a little bit more fault in the color in white wines than you'll see in the red. And then you look for age. So I can tell if I look at this glass, there's very little color loss from the top here where it starts to where the bulk of the wine is. So I know that this is a younger wine, right? I already know this is a Cabernet, but if I didn't know, I'd be sticking my nose in the glass and I would say, like, what am I smelling? Am I smelling plum? Am I smelling blackberry? Am I smelling blueberry? When you get to like the Pinot Noirs, you smell like Coca-Cola, right? And
Wow.
cherry. So you really smell these smells. And one of the things that I really like to do when I teach people, or my restaurants, when I used to have restaurants, I used to teach people, is I would put, if there was an herb that I smelled in the wine, I would put that herb on a plate and then I would say, okay, smell the herb, now see if you see it in the wine,
Wow.
right? And that's just practice, right? It all comes with practice. Some
Years
people are,
of practice.
years of practice. Some people are better at it. Some people have a natural talent, just like people have a natural talent for singing, and then other people learn how to not me either. I can get paid to sing. People are paid me to be quiet.
You get paid to drink wine.
I get paid
That's
to
a cool
drink wine.
job. It's like great.
Yes. And it's a passion, and when your passion and everything comes
You love
together,
it?
it's absolutely beautiful.
It's not work, it's fun every day.
Absolutely. So the American Fine Wine Competition, going back to that, it's just really the best of the best that America has to offer. And it's not just California. People think of American wine as California.
Right.
And obviously California makes great wines. But you can go up to Oregon for Pinot Noir. Michigan.
Right.
We had a Viognier today from Michigan that was outstanding. Ohio has won Best of Show many years in a row. There's one particular winery that makes an amazing Pinot Grigio, and they make an amazing Riesling. And then you go into New York State, and you have the Rieslings and the ice wines, and even Long Island makes some great wines. And then you go into Texas, right, and Virginia. Like, there's great states making great wines, and you wouldn't think it or you wouldn't know it, but then you're like, wait, where is this wine from?
Right.
Michigan? Really?
Everybody knows France, the Bordeaux region of France.
Absolutely.
But now America we coming at you.
And wine, you know what else I had today? I had a wine from Idaho.
Wow.
It was fabulous,
Wow.
right? And I was really surprised. And even as somebody who's drank wine from multiple regions, I was just like, this is from Idaho? So Idaho is producing some fabulous wines. And think about it, there's a cold belt up there,
Right.
right? So some of the wines like Rieslings that like that cold weather, like in Germany, they're doing great in Idaho. So
Well, it's USA all the way. I love it.
USA, baby.
USA, baby. And you know what? I love this lady. I know her. She's a great, great, great friend of mine. And I'm really happy that we got to have a little short interview here at the American Fine Wine Competition.
yes,
I'm going to do a real interview with you sometime back where in your place.
it would be
We'll
my
get there.
honor.
It'd be my honor. And tonight, everybody, remember, it's the 1001 bottles of wine.
Yes.
So those on social media, if you haven't gotten your tickets, come and get them. Those who are watching here, you already missed it, come next year. Or come to the one that's coming up also, where she's having a rosé competition in a few months.
Yep, in
And
May.
this will be out by then, so you come for the rosé competition and may buy your tickets, American Fine Wine. Where's your place at?
So I am now, wait, I no longer have a restaurant.
Oh, you
I
don't?
am-
Okay.
I am a consultant.
She's a consultant, okay.
I.
So if you're doing a great party and you want great wine, contact
You
her.
contact me. Or if you want to know how to run your restaurant, you can contact me.
Contact her.
So I help people build their business and grow their business, and I use LinkedIn as a point of contact. So I've veered away a little bit from the restaurant business and do general consulting, but I always have my finger in it because I love the restaurant business, I love the wine business, and it's a passion and it's something that will always stay with me.
And you guys, you can find out more about her. At the bottom of the screen is ChristyCarter.com. I'm gonna have stuff up there for her. And we're Facebook, we're all linked together anyway.
Yes.
So you can find there. Also, for those you know, my girl over here, you can, through her contacts, you can reach us as well. But thank you so much for
Oh my
being here. We gotta let her go drink some more wine. She's gotta get out here and finish. How many bottles have you guys done so far?
Let's see, we have gone today probably through about maybe 10 or 12 flights, and then yesterday, same, 10 or 12
And
flights.
a flight, how many glasses in a flight?
There are 6 or 7 glasses in a flight,
Wow.
so we taste through that, and then right now we're on a little bit of a break, but we're gonna go back and probably taste about another 8 glasses. And just so you know, we don't drink it, we do spit,
Yeah.
that's why I'm able
We,
to walk.
one of the new people assisting me, JC, Greg comes up to her and he tasted a sip and he goes, "I don't swallow." And she started cracking up laughing, because that's a wine talk. Oh, yeah. I said, "I do though," but he didn't, it was too funny. They can't drink it. If y'all drink on this, y'all would be under the floor.
And if you walk into a wine conversation and you don't know what's going on, it can definitely be misconstrued.
It was kind of that happening. But make sure you come next year. If you didn't come to the one that's coming up. Look at
Absolutely.
AmericanFineWine.com or ChristyCarter.com, and I'll let you get back to.
And I
doing
just
the
want to
thing.
say one more thing. So if you can't make it, we know it's last minute, we're talking about it today. If you haven't gotten your ticket yet, but you do want to support the Joel Fingenheim Foundation,
Yes.
please feel free to reach out to Chris and figure out how you can contribute and make somebody's dream come true in the hospitality industry.
It'll be
here
a
in Pennsylvania.
donation page right at the bottom on the website. There'll be a donation page when you click on it. You'll find everything about American Fine Wine, these wonderful people I'm working with, and very soon in the future, you're gonna be seeing the new show that I'm working on. It was called It's All About the Wines, but we changed it, but it'll be out very soon, so.
Well,
Thanks very
cheers
much.
to that. I look forward to
Cheers.
seeing that, yes.
And cut. I love you. I'll let you get back out here to get, already get one of
And
these girls, you guys.
that's a scene for the American Fine Wine Competition. I always want to say great because it's so great. It really
There
is
used to be one
great.
called the Great American Fine Wine.
I know, but that's not this one.
That's
This one
not
is
this one.
the
This one's
American
better.
Fine Wine Competition.
Come
And
tonight.
and I've been covering this for years, and I can't believe Wendy and I never met each other
I
before.
know, that's great. Well, look at us now.
Yeah.
Yep,
Now we're
look-
besties.
Look at this
so we're
trio
good.
right here. Isn't
Right,
this awesome?
right.
Make
Power
sure you come
trio.
tonight, get your ticket. I'm gonna be on the spot interviewing with the public. It's gonna be fun.
And that's if you are in the Miami area, but also Fort Lauderdale. It's like 40 minutes away from Fort Lauderdale. Super easy to get to. You could just take US 1. It's not that hard, so.
And
And
I
look,
just
there's
wanna say
JC in the
too-
back.
Oh, hey. Woo, there she is.
Hi.
And Sherry does multiple events throughout the year also to raise money
Yes,
for
she
the
does,
foundation. So you can always look at AmericanFineWineCompetition.com and she'll let you know when the events are going on. And you can always join us for one taste of great wine, double gold American award-winning wine, and raise money for the Joel Fingenheimer Foundation. I can say that 10
Yeah,
times twice.
and also to end child hunger. That's another.
Yes, you know what, that's right, I forgot, this year she's working with a
Yeah.
second charity to end
Yeah,
child
2
hunger, so, yeah, she's an amazing lady, Sherry,
She
and if you
is.
haven't met her, I say come to one of these events and meet her, she's all about giving back.
Yes, she
and
is.
Drinking great wine, of course, so.
Yeah. I mean, and you know what? I love wine because it's so culturally special. Like it's from different areas. So people drink wine for a lot of different reasons, even religious reasons. So
Right.
wine has been in our history forever, but I think that the American wine competition is so important because we're focusing on wines from this country. And you mentioned a
Absolutely.
wine from Idaho. Was it made of potatoes? I mean, that's so cool.
No, but
they-
right, I'm sure they make a great vodka
I'm sure they
too.
do. I was gonna say, they probably do make vodka there. But that's so cool because who knew? And who knew that Ohio is a hot spot for wine?
So since 1976, with the Great Judgment of Paris, when America took the world by storm, shocked everybody by winning,
I love it.
American wine has just slowly become more and more and more noticed, right, in the world, and really great, great wines. And so I just want to say, like today, I had a Sangiovese, and it was everything Italian with just a little bit more fruit. And that's what you get. And I love Italian wines, right? I owned Italian restaurants. I love Italian wines. The Sangiovese, spectacular, right? All of these wines. So we're known for our Cabernet, but also the other, and the Chardonnay, but the varietals that are coming out, a Charbonneau, look it up if you don't know
Wow,
what it is.
what?
Like really spectacular varietals that are
love
coming
that.
out.
About to do a new interview real quick.
Okay, and
Okay,
it's
well,
not
I'm gonna
just
say-
all about California,
No,
just saying.
definitely not all about California.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for
Yeah.
listening.
Thank you, Wendy. I love her,
so
she's
much.
awesome. So we'll hear more from Wendy, I'm sure, in the future.
Oh, look
So
who you have.
we have another interview
Professor.
coming, and let's check this out.
Keep it rolling. This is,
I am.
this is a big time one. This is the professor.
Sorry.
This is, yes.
This is the man.
This is the man.
I'm just gonna like.
She got a selfie in there.
Okay, so you want to roll them again?
So in case you missed it, we are actually filming a TV show here while we're doing this, so you guys can see the back, the
So I can see you there.
behind the scenes stuff. What is this gentleman's name?
He's a professor. He's the guy who runs this.
Oh, okay.
He's a big one. Okay, 3. Hi, Christy Carter here. I am at the American Fine Wine Competition 2025 at FIU, and I have the privilege and honor to introduce to you guys to the professor who runs the whole show here. This is Professor Gump. I had the pleasure of meeting him before. We were together with Sherry, and I got to go to the Miami Winery, and I got to do what these guys are doing today. I got to be one of the judges. I don't know what I was doing, but I picked the same wines they picked, so I felt kind of cool about that.
That is
But-
good.
But Professor, how long have you been doing this in American Fine Wine Competition, sir?
Oh, all but the first year.
All but the first, so you've been here all 17 years.
Yeah.
Well, I know the first year they had it, I was working last night over at the Boca Raton. It used to be called the Wardolph Astoria, now it's the Boca Raton Resort. And I was doing something with another company, and I was talking about I was coming here, but the very first year they had Chef Emerald, Bang Bang Bang, started it the very first year at the Boca Raton Resort. So then from there they brought it over here, and this man is instrumental for making so much happen for this organization. We really have to thank you, and I'm honored to be on film with you and camera with
Okay,
you.
well,
I was honored to judge with you that time because I learned a lot from you guys. I learned the color and the smell and the taste, and so you guys, and a lot of people. Actually, the guy who owns the Miami Winery, his son studied under him. I learned that day. He studied in his class. So tell us about
two classes.
Yeah, in 2 classes. So tell us about what you do here at FIU and the American Fine Wine and the whole school and.
Okay, well, what I do is I teach brewing, winemaking, food and wine pairing, and introductory sensory appreciation of wine. And the university, good heavens, we must be 10 years or so since we started having this event here. And it's great. We can recruit students. I've got several of my class students here helping. And we taste marvelous wines because all the wines are invited to this competition. You rarely find any bad wines. And so it's always a pleasure to judge this competition. We go over 3 days. We bring, I guess, fame and notoriety to our program. And our students, those who participate, just get an amazing experience.
And the public, this is rare because I'm blessed. I've been doing this for 5 years that I get to see it. So when I first heard about it and I met Sherry and she told me what she did, I'm like, you do what? So I told her I'd come the first year 5 years ago. And when I got to meet him the first year I was here. And I do a lot of other different things around town with wine. And the honor for me was after meeting these guys who are like the best soms in America and picking the best wines, I got to be one of the people learning with him and with Sherry at a winery, which is an amazing experience. So for those people who are into restaurants or somebody who wants to learn about wine, this is the place in South Florida to come and learn. This is the Wine Spectator. It is so many awards and honors in this place. It's amazing, but it's because of this guy standing next to me. So I just want to make that clear.
Well,
This
thank
is
you.
I'm the Jedi apprentice. He's the Jedi master. Okay, he's the master of it. So today, the last couple of years, it's been improving and getting better. But today, I heard there's a lot of great caps today.
Oh, we had 2 flights of, well, they were actually Bordeaux blends, but Cabernet is a significant part of that, and they were marvelous. We gave, I think, out of 6, 7 wines, I think we gave 1 silver, and all the rest of golds are double golds.
Wow,
So, just some fabulous wines here.
America's stepping up in the wine world. I love it. When, to the categories, you have like the bronze, the silver, and the gold and double gold.
And
So
the double gold.
If it's a double gold, it's like an A plus, I guess.
That'd be an A+.
It'd be an
Yes.
A plus. Wow. So y'all gave away a few A pluses today.
Yes. Oh,
And the wines
we
are
gave
all
a
over
lot.
the country, or?
They do. They get invited. It seems like almost every year, someone wins the dessert category from like Iowa. On the other hand, we've got a lot of West Coast wines, but we have Virginia wines. We have wines from all over. New York. It's just marvelous that winemaking has gotten so good across this country that it's much rarer today to get bad wine.
Wow.
Yeah, we're probably making the best wines today that have been made in history.
Wow. That's good to know. Drink more wine.
Drink more wine,
Good
yes.
for you too. No, it's the health benefits for wine are amazing, and people don't realize it or know about it, but you can check it out and study it. One of my friends said that people who drink wine are less likely not to have heart attacks. Countries like France, they drink wine a lot, and it's just a wonderful thing once you get into wine and learning about wine and get into it like the level of you guys are doing. It's amazing. But even for novice people like me, I go out, I have a better knowledge of wine when I'm ordering a steak. Now I know what to eat, drink with my steak. I have a
Wow,
steak and I
that's
know
a
which
good
wines.
thing.
Yeah, and I didn't know all this stuff until I come hang around people like you.
Well,
Who are-
that's part of our mission is to educate folk. That's why we're here. And especially in this regard to give them an appreciation of good beverage. We do good beers, we do good wines. I think that we have a spirits class, so we
And they
try to
teach people to
teach
cook,
all
too.
of that.
They have good smells of food around here too. You teach people
Well,
cooking too.
yes, we have a number of, they're not cooking classes, they're kitchen management classes.
Kitchen management, that's good. I'm thinking
But you have
about,
to know how to cook.
yes you
to
do, yes
manage
you
a
do.
kitchen.
And you gotta know which wines to drink with the good food that you're eating, which they can learn from you at your
That
school.
we will do. I mean, jeepers, the semester is 15, 16 weeks.
Wow,
That means in my wine appreciation classes, we will taste 15 to 16 different styles of wine.
oh my God. For those kids who don't know what you wanna do when you grow up, you wanna go to college, come here.
Come here.
Then you get to go drink all day.
Yeah, come here and take my class.
That's not a bad class, not a bad class. And you're in Florida too, so come on, in South Florida.
Yeah.
But no, this is amazing. American Fine Wine Competition, what you guys do, it blows me away. I love being a part of this. I will be a part of this probably the rest of my days.
Good.
And I'm so grateful. I've got to meet so many great wine somms, but I'm grateful to be standing next to this guy. You do not know how this guy is amazing. He's so cool. It's because of him and people like him that this even exists. So I really want to thank you so much.
I appreciate
Thank you,
it.
and I appreciate you passing your knowledge down to future generations, because without that, it's lost. And
Yeah.
I really appreciate what you do, and I was honored, and I hopefully one day we'll get to go to another winery, and I'll get to sit with my little judging cart and learn to be a good judge one day, hopefully. I think I'll take your class
There you
myself.
go. You just need to drink lots of wine.
Yeah, I know, that's a hard task. Somebody's got to do it.
Somebody has to do it, yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Professor.
Okay,
I
you
appreciate
are
it.
quite welcome.
Cut, that's it, we're done. That was so awesome, thank you.
Well, my pleasure.
I'm like, I couldn't run up to him, like, could you give me a couple minutes?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Professor, so much for being on the Beach Report.
You know, anything to advance this competition, and of course, our university,
Right.
and what we're doing, and our beverage program, you know, we are the heart of hospitality.
And I love that because you are in the Sunshine State with it, which is actually, you know, we're all about tourism here in South Florida, but we're also all about feeding the world.
That's true.
So we have the best of everything here in South
We
Florida,
do
don't we?
indeed.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
You're right about that.
Yeah. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm glad for the work that you're doing, because you need to educate young people to carry on these traditions.
And the good news is, they only have to be 18 to take Mike lessons.
Oh, really?
Yes, they can taste.
You can taste mine at the age of
and
18?
drink.
Good to know.
They can taste and learn, and that's the key.
That's really interesting. I love it. Well, in Europe, you can start drinking wine as soon as, you know, your parents say it's okay, which,
My kids were probably drinking wine at maybe age 4.
yeah, yeah, I hear you.
I mean, if you're into this,
Mm-hmm.
then you want your children to be aware of how things taste, what's good, what's not good.
That's so true, because it's part of your culture
It is.
and your cultural education.
It is exactly.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much, Professor.
You are most welcome.
I gotta get a little selfie with this
Hey,
guy.
look at that. All right. Here we
You're on the
go.
beach report, so.
Okay, that's good.
All right, thank you so much. I know you've got a lot of work to do, because this is your go time, right? This is your big day, so.
Dan,
I'm
today's
gonna-
it.
I'm gonna let you go. Thank
Okay.
you so much for being on the beach report today.
You're quite welcome.
All right, you guys, so today we've learned about wine.
Look at you.
We've learned about how to tell good wine. And, is the Hurricanes a sports group or something? Yeah, we got hurricanes here in South Florida, but not that bad, because we know how to deal with them. I think that's always the difference between living, wait, I'm gonna go back to where the good lights are. Wow, makes a big difference in your, look at these lights I'm standing in front of. Lighting, it's a big deal. That's right, Laura, wine, women, and song. I don't know, that seems to be the stuff of life. But I've been covering this wine competition for many, many years. I actually also was a judge, and looks like we've got a new wine somm here.
Steph, are you gonna step, Laura, come a little closer to me?
All right.
Right there, yeah, you're gonna stay there, cameras?
I'm gonna kind of show off my little shirt here with my favorite wine.
She's got her favorite wines on her shirt. I love it. So everyone knows what to get you for Christmas, huh?
Hey, no. Barolo, yeah.
Everybody ready?
A Rolo.
3. Hi everyone, Chrissy Carter here. I am here with Stephanie Lovett, the American Fine Wine Competition. Come on in. Come on in, you can go next. We'll do it again, take two.
Oh, wait, well, yeah, I was coming in to get you because we're doing photos. Oh, you
Oh, hi, we've got the amazing Sherry Gurman.
Ready? We're gonna start over. You ready? 3, 2. Hi everybody, Chrissy Carter here. I am with Stephanie Love and Sherry Gurman of the American Fine Wine Competition. I was just asking Stephanie about this, how many times you've been doing this, and I know you're from, where you said, what area?
Tampa, I live in the Tampa Bay area.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I work for a nonprofit organization during the day, And then in the evening, I have my own business as a wine educator, and I educate people about wine through events, taking them on trips, classes,
cool.
all that, yeah, really cool stuff.
For people like me who are trying to learn, we can go.
Yes, yes.
And we
Make
got
it
the
easy.
boss here, Sherry Garland, the wine goddess in the house.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. See, I didn't even see
Sure,
that.
show it,
Oh,
show it.
the boss.
Sherry's the boss. Everyone knows.
So how has this been going? Everybody's telling me there's a lot of great wines that America's doing great. You know, that in the past, that different regions of the world, everybody's talking about the wines, but now USA is it. We're coming up, rising up. So
For the last 18 years, we've been running this competition, and our job, my 32 judges and I, go out and sort of scout the land, all the wine. You know, every single state in the country grows grapes
Right.
and produce wine. They're not all good. However, we find the ones that are. So we've been finding inside California, which is absolutely magnificent, and Washington, and Oregon, and some in New York, even upstate New York, even western New York. We're also finding really beautiful wines in Colorado, in Ohio, in Virginia, Michigan's a big one, North Carolina. So anyway, we've got 32 of our judges here today, and we're just about to take a picture.
okay. Well, we're going to do another interview later because we're going to do pictures real quick. But I'm just glad to have you in here. Thank you. Is this your how many years you've been doing this?
This is my first time.
It's our first year. Okay,
Yeah.
your first time here.
And it's a pleasure.
Welcome.
Let's go take pictures.
Yes, let's go take
All
pictures.
right. Cut. We're gonna go to the picture now.
We're coming.
We're coming, we're coming.
You never know what's going to happen here on the Beach Report. Anyway, I love learning about wine. I love learning about people and cultures, and wine is about everything when you think about it. Even if you don't drink, the thing about wine is that, like we were saying earlier, it's even used in religious, ceremonies. And being a Jew, you grow up literally drinking wine. It's true. The Passover Seder, it's all about the wine. It's a real big thing. Anyway, Darla, I know you with your green apple Moscato sangria. I don't know what wines Darla's drinking that are burning her throat, but girl, I don't even know what you're doing there. Anyway, we'll hook you up. We'll teach you about what good wine tastes like, and it will never ever burn your throat. All right, you guys, I'm going to say ciao for now. I'll be back. We'll be doing the competition later where all the people come, and there will be lots of food vendors and, of course, more than 1,000 bottles of wine. So you can come, you can taste, you can drink, you can swallow or not, whatever you want. Anyway, yeah, it's going to be a really, really good time. So we'll see you guys soon on the next Beach Report, and where we will be at the American Fine Wine Competition. See you later. No, they're from all over the world, Barbara. It's an invitation only competition. So, all right, you guys, we'll see you soon. Ciao for now.
What you doing?